when I tell people this, it sounds kind of like contradictory because I met him in prison, but he went to Harvard. He
Ah.
he was in for like tax. Most intelligent person I ever met, and he was like is rich, but he also just knew how to bring the best out of people because he's been in leadership and big
Mm.
roles, and he would just talk to me in a way that made me feel better about myself and encouraged, like, and saying things like I'm proud of you, and like he read my story and he's like you could become a speaker, you could have a company that helps people, like you could open a CIC, and I didn't even know what that was then, and he's like you could do so much with this story, but yet you're just here blaming the world, like you
Mm.
like that there's so much for this, and that definitely gave me hope because I'd never, after losing my arm, I never really knew what I was, just like a ship with no captain. I didn't know where I was going, like just hitting into everything, just no ambition, no drive. And when someone gives you a tangible goal that you and they show you how you can achieve it, like you say, it's just like, all right, let's go.
That's amazing. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
talk about, meeting this guy at a crossroads in life.
yeah, and the thing is, like, people would say, "Why are you talking to him?" And like, cause he's like quiet, he's not like that, and like people would say things or whatever, and we met. We was working in the same office, and there was another prisoner that kept bullying him. And at this stage, I was like on the cusp of getting better, but not fully
Yeah.
reformed. And I wouldn't like. I had to say to this guy like, "Stop doing that," yeah. And then in the end, we took a, like had an argument with the guy that kept bullying him, kind of thing. And then I think he took a like to the fact that I'd done that for him, and it was like, and little did I know because I didn't even know who he was. I just didn't like that, and it ended up he was this guy, and then he helped me, and it was like that wouldn't have happened if he didn't see that
And
because
a
we,
lot of it came true, didn't it? Haven't you become a
yeah,
speaker and
yeah, he see things in me before I even see them in myself, or help me to have the confidence to pursue them. I suppose. Yeah.
so what motivates you to do all this? I mean, clearly it's good for you and it's good for your life, but you could have done other things that weren't helpful to other people to be good for you. So there's obviously something driving you now, something in you that actually wants to make sure that kids don't go down the same path.
Um. He helped me to change, and I see the power in someone when you invest in someone, how much you can change their life. And then I've been doing this work, and I see actually I can really get to the hard to reach kids quite easily without even like just by relatability and having an impact on them. And it's like that means a lot. And when you've done so many bad things in your life and hurt so many people, you can never change that. But maybe in a selfish way, maybe I can help enough people that I've helped more than I've hurt. And then maybe that can tip the balance back a bit, in a sense. So I enjoy seeing the kids start changing their ways, challenging themselves, being a better version of themselves. But in a selfish essence, it's like it's making me feel better about the bad I've done, maybe. If I'm honest, and obviously the impact it's having is great.
Yeah,
You
because
know what I
you
mean?
can watch something in front of you transforming.
Like, and then this is how I knew what he felt
Mm.
when I've started doing the work that I've been doing. I feel like he's got money, he's got everything, but what he was doing, investing in me, and it was like I remember when I got out, he got out before me, and I went to see him. And at that stage, when I first met him, I didn't read, and he encouraged me to read. He said, "You can't be an author if you don't read." Started reading. When I got out, and he said to me, "Whenever you read and you don't know a word, read the dictionary." And I was like, "All right." And then when I got out, about a year after him, I went and met him in his office, and he was like, just looking. He's like, "Your vocabulary's changed." You're like, because obviously I used to speak a lot more like I don't know street, shall we
Yeah.
say? And he was just like there smiling, and now I get what he was doing. Like for him, it's like that giving back to see someone change is what I see in these kids as well, which is so rewarding. Um, and it makes you feel good
It
about
is. And I think it's two things. I think, yes, it is good for you because it does. I
It's
mean,
like
you
having a
said it.
purpose as well, in
Yeah,
a way.
you said, oh, it helps to sort of balance out some of the things that you've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's also a way of making amends, isn't it? Because
That's it.
we can't necessarily always go back and make amends to the actual individuals on a transactional basis, but you can actually make amends to society.
Yeah.